Yo! What am I doing over there? Let me over here. Woo! Maybe down here. Woo! I'll stay up here, I think. Hi, everybody! Welcome back! Welcome back! Happy Wednesday! Hope you're all doing well. Welcome along, welcome along. Welcome along. Welcome along. Sorry. Sort my shenanigans out. 1 second. How the devil are you guys? Hope you're doing well. As always, let me know volumes and stuff are okay. Should be alright, but you never know. Things go awry all the time around here, so you know. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome along. Dustin. Well, hello there. Gooby Booby, what's up? Solo Spirit. No. What up? James Green, welcome along. Red Eye Sniper, straight in there. No messing. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Like, schlap. Like, we just died. You're just dropping it. Haha, love it. Thank you, dude. Very much appreciated. KVD over on Twitch, welcome along. Dustin, it's been a while since I caught a live video. Welcome back. Good to have you. What are we building today? That thing. That thing right there. We're going to finish that bad boy off. We started it. We put some blocks down. We're going to finish that off. We'll try and finish that off anyway. Gooby. Yeah, you nailed it. Draconis, what's up, dude? Welcome along, Miss Streaky. Scoin, you're good on volume. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate that. Everything okay? Hey, Mike K, what up? Bradley G. Hey, hey, hey. What's on the build menu today, dude? That thing, right there. Andre, welcome along. Jay Heresy as well. Sweet catching you at the beginning. Hell yeah, welcome along, dude. We're back. We're chilling. We're building. So, what I was thinking of doing today is see if we can finish this thing off, right? Because, I mean, you know, we got quite far with it. There's a lot of detail work still to do. Finalizing the shape as well. I was kind of messing around with these kind of little... Because it kind of looks a bit like a warthog from the front. We had these nostril things with the thrusters going on. And then I was playing with that idea. And we got these tusk things coming out the side now. And then I started adding some wings on. And we need to put a butt on this thing. So, you know, we got a bit of work to do with it still. So we can see if we can finish this off. I was thinking about this. These, like, 2x2 squares would be brilliant to put a turret in there. They're just... I think they're just too small, aren't they? Because it's 3x3 for the turrets. Which is such a shame, because it would be nice to have, like, two little, like, player-controlled guns, like, in the pop-out there. I don't think... Can you get retractables? Yeah, you can you? Retractable SVs. No. No. Not at all. That sucks. Well, we might just, like, we'll put some turrets somewhere, maybe, and maybe up there. There you go. We'll figure it out. I suppose otherwise we're just gonna have to put some kind of like decoration in there. A little bit of fun, some vents or something. That's obviously where the warp drive is, so we don't want to leave that open at all, really. Okay. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Now, if we get this done in time, I want to pop back onto the server and try and do some work to prepare the Leviathan. If you've not kept up with the Monday and Friday streams of Empyrion, Monday we spawned in the Leviathan. Good build of mine. Going back a little ways now, but still very good, very functional, very pretty. That needs a lot of ammo, a lot of prep to get that functional and ready for kind of missions and whatnot. So I'd like to do that if we can get this thing done in good time, and we got some time left. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Now, the idea behind this one, just to remind you, was it was supposed to be a 4-man craft. So we got the pilot seat, 3 passenger seats. And I want to give the passengers something to do, which means putting some turrets on there. This was also supposed to be a pretty entry-level kind of SV. Pretty low level. What I was going to do was spec it out with top spec kind of weapons and engines and things like that. And then downgrade it so it's kind of like entry level, and then just allow you guys to upgrade it, essentially. So that was the plan. That was the idea. Make them 3x3 holes. Yeah. That's not as easy as you think. We'd have to change the entire nose, I think. That would be, yeah. Tricky. But not impossible. Just tricky. Anyway, I have a sort of vague idea of what I want to do to the butt here. And give it a nice rear end. The problem is, like, my ideas for shaping and things like that generally involve just adding a crap load more blocks to it, which just adds a crap load more weight to this thing. And the more weight we add, the more engines we'll need. And the more engines we need, the more generators we need. And suddenly a sort of entry-level ship becomes an endgame ship very easily. Anyway, so this is where we are with it anyway. We've got a decent amount of storage on this thing. I've tried to keep things sort of isolated along the way, but in all honesty, that is just really hard to do if you're trying to keep things compact. You know? There are ammo boxes and fuel tanks next to each other and all sorts going on in here, so there we go. I'm going to stick with the sort of plan to keep the main entrance of this thing on the roof here. So that you'll have to sort of jump on top in order to get in. But I'm not going to make it much more kind of thick up-down than what it is at the moment, so hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to get on top of this thing and then into this thing. That's the plan. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll put some blocks down. Anyway, welcome along, everybody. Michael's having technical difficulties. Uh-oh. Mission number 1 for the Leviathan. Leave or kill Laney. Need to fix the curvy pipes on the other side for symmetry. I think I did that, yep. What is the fast key to remove blocks? Hold shift. Well, first of all, you need a block selected. So you have a block in your hand like this. Just have any block like that. And then hold shift. And then simply right click on the block you want to remove. And away it goes. And there we go. Very, very bloody useful to know. But the game doesn't tell you about it at all. So, yeah. Big. Hey, Laney. All right. Welcome along. Good to see you. John and Wales, welcome along as well. I meant to respond to your message, John. I was going to respond and then I forgot because something came up. But I did mean to respond. I'm not ignoring you. Dustin says hello as well. Miss Streaky says big boom, bada boom incoming. Pipes and lightness. We'll try and keep it light. It is a vanilla build, so we should be okay with the whole thrust to weight ratio is not difficult in vanilla. You don't really have to think about it too much. Just chuck some thrusters on and you'll probably be fine. In Reforged, you need to plan a little bit more carefully, I suppose. Right. Shall we do some block placing shenanigans? I'm really wondering about these wings and whether I should do something with these, right? Let's get a little symmetry going on here. See, because I've got these kind of tusks, for want of another word, coming out here, which are great. I like them. I think they're great. And, you know, they're interchangeable weapon-wise. You can have GATs in them, railguns, pulse lasers, plasma cannons, whatever takes your fancy. These wings are in question. Now, I did some jiggery-pokery with these wings, but they're sort of all over the shop. And I'm wondering whether to keep them or not. Or whether to add to them? Do you know what I mean? Because at the moment, they look a little bit out of place. I'll be honest. They get a little bit out of place. But why don't we start off with, instead of messing with, like, decorative bits there, let's start off with serious chunky monkey parts, like engines, right? So that's more important, isn't it? We're going to have some engines. Looking for, put some mediums in. Right. So that's how far back the ship needs to go. Let's see if we can get a nice butt on this thing. Complement those chunky monkey engines. Make this look good. YouTube is bugging out today. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's very uncooperative. I'm wondering whether I can make them actually higher and further out. This might be a big risk, but I'm wondering. Put them out there. The thing is, the further out from the center of mass you put these engines, the more torque they'll give your ship's stats. So, although it's kind of like, okay, I've given myself a bit of a shaping challenge with this. Like, how do I shape this in a nice way to complement, but cover up these engines so that they have a bit of armor and a bit of, you know, stuff around them, without creating some ugly bulges and nasty shapes. But it is worth, if you can do it, getting these on the outside as much as you can. They will increase the increase your performance quite nicely, really. So what I'm thinking, we've got this shaping going on here. If I slope this back like that, get one of you in there. Oh, hello. I have a bit of a wibbly. Bit of a wibbly. Going to create a little bit of a problem, I think, here in regards to that connecting block there. There's a gnarly lip there, but I wonder if there is a connecting... Of course there's not. There's a connecting with that angle. It's possible we can go from... This might be stupid way of doing it. Oh, what am I doing? It's possible to go from that one to that one, and then this one to that one. Stupid. Just all in the name of smoothness, you ended up with this, like, dent. It's a dent! I've dented it already. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right, we can change that one to this one instead. And then we can have the little connecting thingies, rather than denting the ship before it's... No, it still looks like a dent. Yeah, no, it's over. It's over. It's going to look like a dent. There's no way around it. If we do it like that, then it's going to look like a square. That's ugly as well. Okay. Cool. We'll have to deal with having a little lip there, I think, because I don't see any other way around it. So there we go. Sorry, guys. Epic fail. But the idea is to create a sort of rear... I want to say the word bulge, but a bulge is not what I'm after. I want to create an area of mass on the back. A, to give this woman some back, you know. And to B, create a housing around these juicy engines. Yeah? And that's the it'll buff out in the post-processing. You might be right. Maybe you're right, yeah. Because now I've got this sort of dilemma here where it's like, great, I've got these chunky monkey bits here. And you know, there's me sighing at the kind of prospect of not having the blocks I need. Not great, is it? Can you see where I'm trying to go with this? See where I'm trying to go with this? So these engines are almost, you know, in a way too small for what I'm trying to do here. I don't know. I want to create a little window there into the gubbins, like a little, almost like a ventilation hatch. Maybe I can do it here as well. So that you can see, because this engine model here is beautiful. It's a beautiful model, and it's such a shame to cover it up. It really is. Yeah. So if we could show it off, I'd like to show it off. That would be wonderful. Okay. what I'm going to try and do here is a little bit of rounding, but without using the roundy shapes. I'm going to use some of the gnarly little half blocks. Create a intermediate slope, and we slope it back down to a flat boy. Okay, there we go. Sure, I might even be able to get some more sideways thrust in this bad boy. If we take these banges out, we can do something else with them. But the side thrusters in that space there. Ooh. Possible. Baby got back. Exactly. Or as you Brits say, a boot ruffle. Yeah. You're right, Draconis. She needs a trunk. Moving those thrusters to the sides would give you a base for thicker wings and more artistic freedom for the back end. You're quite right, Cameron. But like I said before, it then does increase the amount of blocks you're throwing down, and thus the weight, and thus the amount of power required to move it and lift it and do all your business with it. So it is really a balance between kind of aesthetic style and performance with ships like this. I tell you, one of the greatest challenges of building in Empyrion is getting a good-looking micro SV with lots of functionality and power and stuff. Good stats. That is, I tell you, one of the ultimate challenges. There is no easy way through that, I tell you. Right, so we're going to slope this back down again, and then I hopefully create a bit of a tail. Is that the right block? It is. Not the wrong way. There we go. I do want to cover this up partially like that, yeah. Is that going to look good, or is that going to look stupid? I think that's going to look stupid there, but if I bring this all back one more, I think it'll be okay. Bring it back there. We'll block that off there. That puts a nice end to that, actually. And then we can draw it to an end. Boop, 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 boop. Who's watching Book of Boba Fett then? Anybody watching that? What do you think? Opinions, please. Do share. Good, bad, ugly. Well, maybe less of the ugly. Let's just take good and bad. More torsion. Tail as old as time. True as it can be. Totally looks like a floating crab. Thanks, John. That's what... Not quite what I was going for, but you know, appreciates. Yeah, I might do something with this mid section here, and these thrusters here, which are mediums. It's good to have some thrusters at the front side, just because then you get extra torques from them. But I'm going to stuff the rear section here with a bunch. Oh, hi. Then maybe where I've got these pipes here, take these out and replace them cheekily with a couple of slopey boys. What do you think about that? Get a couple of slopey boys there and there. Whoa, hold the phone. Things are kicking off. Have a little look then. I've started something, haven't I? Chat. Gonna start something. Didn't see that. No spoilers for episode 4. My God, hasn't seen it yet. Center nukes you're turning. What's its primary role? Primary role is to get 4 people around in relative comfort with some good functionality, flexibility. You guys and your seafood across the pond. What? This is a vanilla build. Yes, it is, John. Yeah. Or you could keep the pipes and put them to the thrust next row down. You're really upset about the fact that I moved pipes, aren't you? Okay, no. You got a good point. I see you. We'll have to sacrifice a box, but that's okay. I see the errors of my ways, and how dare I sacrifice pipage. for lowly plans such as thrusters. You're absolutely right. My bad. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. How dare I, right? Let's have these pipes here. These are pretty sexy. They're pretty sexy pipes. What was that there? What did I have there? I can't remember what it was now. Was it just a oh, I think I know what it was. That one. That one and that, yeah. Very nice, very nice. Let's rotate these so we don't have those horrible triangles there. Okay. Can we take that out and change that into a roundy boy? Like that. Tiger. Those pipes overhang there. That's nasty, isn't it? Such a shame. What can we put there that's gonna not overhang those pipes, though? I don't think anything. Square is... Oh, bugger. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Don't like those overhanging pipes. Like that. Here's what I could do. Take it out. Put the round one there. We'll have make do with that for now. Right, so we got front and rear thrustage. More pipes. Since you can place blocks disconnected from the main body, put passenger seats far outside, or maybe just the right distance from the thrusters. Just have them floating off in the distance. The problem with doing that sort of thing, right, is you can have the passenger seats up here if you want, right? It doesn't matter. The game will figure it out. But when it calculates the ship's mobility based on... It calculates it based on the whole area of the ship. So if you have a passenger seat over here, for example, it assumes the ship is square by the absolute outermost dimensions or outermost blocks. So you put a block out there, you will absolutely trash the ship's performance. I guarantee it. It's so weird, but that's how it works. Right. So this midsection here, we need to do something with this. And it's kind of like, well, I want it to go in and then back out again, like kind of like hips. So maybe what I can do, something like this one here, because you got this rounded block here, and I'm thinking like, can we carry that on all the way back? We carry that on all the way back there, like that, right? And then maybe we'll square it off here. One of these bad boys. Yeah. Let me then use, say, this one. There's a bit of distinction to that section there. I mean, there's no real transition from that block to another one. It's just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna have to end it there. Alright, cool. Let's play with this one here, and then maybe if I can get the rotation right eventually. Yep, I get there in the end. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, just do that one there and that as a full block. Sort of a gnarly corner there, isn't it? Not really anything you can do about that, though. It's going to be a gnarly corner. Do that all the way up to the end and just embrace the kind of block. In which case I may as well do the same with that one. At least then it's the same, it's just dead end. Deal with it. What do you want? Quite a cool little shape, I think. Anyway, that does then open us up then for what are we going to do about this bit? A bit of traditional kind of slope down. We'll do some intermittent here. So we do a bit of pipe in there, a little bit of pipe in there. Regular square blocks there. And then we'll do something else here. Maybe do a couple of... Nah, I think that looks silly. We can do something with that later. Just want to break that up a little bit. Maybe what we could do as well is take them off as well and then add in like that. Ooh, hello, cheeky. There we go. Did you ever finish that one massive station you were building a few years back? If not, is the blueprint up for download? We didn't finish it, and unfortunately the save game corrupted and the station is lost. That was a huge, huge station. It not only tanked the frames, it wasn't even textured yet and had no lighting in at the moment, and we were only getting 20 frames per second, so it's not a surprise really that the save game corrupted and it's gone. I never saved it as a blueprint because I'm an idiot. Mechanic says, I really can't wait for Reforged Eden 1.7. I wonder if Revian will include his endgame super large POI he was talking about some time ago. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? It's not a gnarly corner, it's a spot to put a glowy polyface. Absolute legend. Hell yeah, dude. Can a ship actually fly without pipes? I like that. Great question. No, it can't. I'm a Mog says, I would have stopped playing Empyrion a long time ago if not for Spanj. Learned a lot from him and the fun too. Dude, thank you very much. I'm glad I helped. Keep some fun alive in the game. It kind of needs all the help it can get sometimes, doesn't it? It's can be a little trying, shall I say. Okay. The side there is interesting, shall we say. It's interesting. We'll go with that for now. I'm hoping these medium engines and stuff that I've got going on there are enough to make this thing work. I don't feel like I have a maker brain. Tried making a ship yesterday, looked like a turd when I was done after 4 hours. That's not true. It's better than that. Surely. Alright, let's see. Get a cheeky corner on that? Yeah, get a cheeky little corner on that. I like that. I don't like... I don't know. I almost want to follow that line along. You know? I don't know if it's even possible. Not with the current sloping I've got. No, it's not. Here we are again. There's that block that doesn't exist. There exists like that. That is it. Then what? Like, pyramid? Not pyramid. You know what I mean. That one. Well, that's going to look janky as hell. But from a vertical point of view, follow that line along. As long as you don't look at it too closely, it's fine. Yeah, that just ain't happening, is it? Trying to decide whether I even like that right now. There are only so many combinations. Mechanized Soul, you kind of nailed it there, I think, really. You've just got to practice, keep building. Tell him it needs more pink. Hey, Owen. No time for playing Empyrion, must watch Spanj. Like it. I'm enjoying playing on your server. First time on multiplayer server. Ah, that's good, dude. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a little ropey, I gotta admit, because we're running a single player scenario on a multiplayer server like absolute crazy people. It's what we do. We do crazy, silly things. Yeah. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's good. But it's coming along nicely. Then we got the Underbelly to do as well. That's going to be interesting. Gonna get some landing gears up in there. It's quite a chunky monkey at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to like slim it down at all. Whether it's even... I mean, it's definitely possible to do, but you know, is it going to be worth it? Is it? Done something here, and I'm not sure I should have done that. Because that means that. And that means that. That works. I'm happy with that. That's cool. Yeah. Nice. Here you go. Now that we got all that out of the way, we need some way of, like, bringing it all together. And then, creating a nice little backside for this thing to exist. Use that. And then... Can we bring this back in straight away? Like that. I'm using so much steel. I'm like really worried about how much steel I'm using. But again, I gotta remember, this is not Reforged. It's so much more forgiving in vanilla, using a lot of steel. Although at the same time, it's kind of like, well, Steel uses CPU in vanilla, so plastic is still better. A lot of ways. That better used like that sort of thing. Then no. Well, there's okay. Lady has got some back. Thing is, generally I find if I can get an outer shell done real quick, then I can refine the shape a lot quicker. So, rather than kind of obsessing about perfect joins and things like that. Which I do anyway, regardless of me trying not to. It just happens. It's getting there. We're getting a shape. Wondering about whether to open up that with a nice little rear glass section. I'll take that constructor out, right? Maybe these boxes as well. And what I could do is the rear gunner, I suppose you want to call him. Rear passenger, let's say. Blighted. Can sit there and have it's yeah, that's going to be a block, I'm afraid. Rear sort of glass thing going on here, but we're going to have to be a bit deceptive with it. I put the glass this side. Put it on the inside there, but I have to put it on the outside. Damn it. Put it there on that one, which means then I can't put anything on that block space there. Which is a bit rubbish, but I think we can work with it. Because we can just seal it off around it. Oh my god. I struggle with the placement of these ones. It's just there we go. That's the way around. Except it's not. Yes it is! Yes it is, I was right the first time! Little victories. Little victories. Get them where you can. You never know when the next victory will be. Right, so there you go. You got like a little rear gunner section here. How goes that, right? Except the tint needs to be that way around. Yep. It's inside. Clear view. Outway. Yes! We just need somewhere to put a gun. Didn't think of that until now. Pink glowies. trick I learned from Draconis and Dark Isaac is they build the shape with full blocks and then slot in the angles afterwards. There you go. Storm says, Spanj, I'm a Twitch sub. Where can I find the server info? It's on my Discord. You need to have your Twitch and your Discord account linked. Then once you get the Twitch role on my Discord, you will get the server information channels will pop up. Ah, Mog, thanks, man. Too much feels. Feels! Thanks, Laney. You can dodge most of the shots if you keep it at range and use the terrain to block missiles. Don't use aircraft. What are you guys talking about? Is this the new battle SV of Spainy? Merlin, what's up, dude? Not quite. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Plastic ship. I'll do plastic on the inside, so all the outside stuff will be steel, and then all the inside will be plastic. Bigger aircraft doesn't mean worse in a fight. Perfect example. Thunderbolt. It was bigger, but a wicked plane. Oh yeah. Just go Xeno. It'll be fine. Tail gunner. That's right, Johnny. Lighted equals cannon fodder. Tail gunner is epic. Need a bathroom. Lighted could hide in. Yeah, exactly. See? I'm so behind on chat. Sorry. How did you flip that tent on the window? Tin. Oh, the tin on the window is the change rotate. Change rotate on the function on the multi-tool, and then you just click it. You just click. It doesn't rotate the block unless you press the actual block rotation keys, but yeah, just fire the multi-tool at blocks that can change and rotate. And you can change the tin. Very, very useful. Also something that the game doesn't tell you how to do. So, you know, there you go. Okay. Got some cool little thrusters on the back here. But yeah, we, The thing is, like, yeah, okay, so we've got a nice little window at the back for lighted to park. Which way up do we put a turret, right? You put a turret the traditional way up, that way up, he can shoot up and backwards. But he can't shoot down. If we put it upside down, you know, it won't let me do that at the moment, but if we put it up that way round, he'll be able to shoot down and back. But not up. I think that's probably the better way around, to be honest, is putting a gun around about there-ish, upside down. It's going to be a little disorientating for him. I'm assuming Blighted's going to be in this position. I'm going to continue to assume until otherwise proven. Yeah. If it's like that, for example, then he'll be able to shoot behind and also down. But it's going to be on a it'll be a little tricky to get this in, really, isn't it? Because going to be on these container extensions at this rate. I don't want it to be on these container extensions. I want it to be... I also don't want it to just stick out at the back like a weird freaking tail. But I'm kind of like, right now... Doesn't really work either, does it? There is that one. Or even better, this one. Oh, hi. Smexy. Yeah. Sure, why not? What is this? SV? Hey, it's an SV, Johnny. Coming in here. That's the classic kill angle for trailing craft. True, but I don't see many like scenarios in Empyrion where you have trailing craft. Whereas I think with this, you can at least shoot down and forward if we're attacking a POI or something. With an up-mounted, yeah, you just because you don't have any gun depression, then do you? I don't know. It's a tricky one. What are we doing? I love that. I'm sorry. I know it's silly, but I love it. It's so cool. It's silly and I don't care. Yas. So is that window the ship butthole? It's exactly where Blade sits, yeah. Why not one at the bottom and one at the top? That way you can choose your engagement angle. Yep. I don't want to just like... Sorry, Johnny. Do you know what a pancake butt is? What is Merlin and Lainey talking about? Pancake butt is when Lainey has been sat on her bum for 6 hours straight. Put a happy little nub back there. There you go, see. Oh dear. He'll just be a freaking that he can't hit it. It's great, isn't it? I love it. It's so silly. I love it. Right, we can put the top guns there, right, for the other two forward passengers. So these guys at the front here can take these two, and then we got bottom gunner as well. So you got all the parts of the ship. The other thing is maybe take the half blocks off of this and put those turrets there. That's possibly... I don't know. First of all, we're going to have to take a lot of blocks off there. That's probably going to overhang a bit and look a bit ugly. It's 3, isn't it? 3! It's gnarly as hell, that is. Look at that. I mean, it works. Fairness. It works. To a degree, and then we ruined our pipes again. Don't like it. I don't like it. Undo for the win. I'm wondering now about maybe a sideways mount, like on that side, like that. Obviously just connected to block. Does that work? Again, that's really disorientating for the people taking control. I really wish they were 2x2. That would work so perfectly as deployables. The other option is, of course, right on the front there, above the thingies. Just... Now it's got horns! Yeah. Maybe we can do it on the underside. Maybe we could do... Because if we put it, like, on the underside of this engine mount here, and then it may be at the same height as this one. Lovely. Maybe at the same height as that one, so they're underneath these engines here. Because that is what? That is exactly that height, actually, isn't it? Can we put them there? Then just build blocks around them? That might work. And then all the guns have got a downward. The only problem with that is then, if you park the SV at a POI and go in looting or something, then you've got nothing that's going to defend the ship from attacks above. It really does help to have turrets on the top. But yeah. I want 3 turrets, so that the 3 passengers have guns to control. That's a tricky little dilemma, that one. Because those ones back there, I think... Hey, Bullet's God, dude, thank you very much for the $22 super chat. He says, have a good night. Early shift tomorrow at 3 a.m. Fun to watch your stream. Dude, thank you very much for the super chat, and good luck with the 3 a.m. start. That is harsh. That is harsh, dude. Best of luck to you. Thank you again. If you can work 2 on the sides of the thrusters, but above the tusks, so that they can clear forward, could shoot up, down, front, and back. Yeah, side on, like that direction. You tried to control a side-on turret. Park it upside down. Problem solved. No, we don't have any retractable ones. I wish we did. That would be amazing. But no, no retractables in vanilla. I right-click that, nothing happens. Yep. No retractables. I think... I don't know. Like, it's really tricky little number, this, I tell you. Because it's like, I want it to be able to shoot up and back-ish, sideways, forwards, but that gunning position, you're kind of restricted forwards a little bit because of the tusks. Anywhere I put this turret is going to have bad sort of visual in one direction or another, so yeah. And also I don't want them to be too like prominent out of the hull. Sticking them up there, they stick out a lot. Sticking them down there restricts a lot of what we can do. There at least you've got top side, I guess, defense from drones anywhere but behind. But then if a drone was coming in this way, then the bottom turret should be able to get it anyway. From the front, it's covered. From any of the sides, it's covered. Apart from maybe directly onto that turret at a low angle. And they're kind of subtle in a way. They're not sticking out like crazy. Why is having 5 turrets bad? Seems fine to me. Well, I think you can have 5 turrets. Definitely. Because if I was to add 5 turrets, I'd put another 2 up here. And then you'd be absolutely golden. And I think that's what I will do. I'll mark those areas for extra turret upgrades, but the more turrets I add, obviously the more CPU it's going to have. So it's at 42,000. Rather not make this a tier 4 SV. If I can avoid it, of course. It's wake up time, everyone. Time to wake up. Big chunky frickin' turret mount there, isn't it? Chunky monkey. Yeah, it wasn't that fun. Bye. A recess begs for glowy pipes under the turret. I thought the same thing. I wonder actually about a straight pipe though, rather than a curvy one. Oh, it doesn't quite. There's a little bit of. So no go. Curvy pipe it is. Alright. We have a butt. We have a general shape now. Now we just need a bottom. I mean an underbelly. A belly. A belly. There we go. We need a belly. Okay. It's a bit of uniformity. Uniformness. With that bit, I suppose, would be quite good. Uniformness. The hell? Right. Yes, yes, yes. Well, what do we do here? We got some funky monkeyness going on. Yep. Now we're gonna have to put a stop to that, I think, don't we? And that possibly as well. But this, and as for that, well, yes. Yes. Oh, that's a fun one. There is no block matches that description. I am afraid. There is yet another angle. That boat has a nice... Thanks, John. That boat has a nice butt. Anyone please fit gets 1x1 or 2x2 guns on SVs makes building with CPU a lot easier. The struggles. The years of begging and pleading with Crouch. Good luck with your turrets. +1 for spinals. Spinals would be cool. Triangle section. First one from first row. Spanj is playing Find the Block. Alright, triangle selection. First one from first row. What, that one? That one. No. 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 That is not the block that we're looking for. That is like the closest to, I think. Yeah. It's because we're going to get, I think, at that point. Try something real quick. That's not going to work either, is it? Let's be honest. And then... No. Yeah, that definitely doesn't exist. We've been there before 1,000 times. Pretty sure. Not one of these either. Is there... crossed at the wrong point. You need... That's the one that comes closest to that. But as you can see, it's the one that was there before and the one that goes all gnarly. The other option is... we take that out. And we go a different direction. Do that, that, and that. We go that, and then we got quite an easy finish actually. Still going to end up with a little bit left over, but that's okay. Just change the parameters. That little bit there, but I mean, you know, live with that, right? I'm not happy with this. I don't know what's going on with this at the front here. We've got any headlights. Do now. Let me just have this one. We're having it again. Well, at this rate is going to be very, very flat belly with absolutely no, like, shaping whatsoever. Hype. And Mr. Boom, dude, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to say. Welcome along. When you can't find the right pipes. The mandible. It looks like it has mandibles. That's the name of the ship. Mandible. Thanks, Raguda. This is why I don't build. I just build, modify, and repair. Fun looks like it's giving you a Gatling hug. Epic headlight music. Like mandible. It's tough sounding. Pretty intense music playing Legos. It's all part of the Empyrion soundtrack, guys. Landing gears, yep. Spanj, this for blighted. That is for blighted. That turret there, and this the butthole seat here. There you go. Blighted will sit here. He can shoot the butthole gun. Laney, Venom, Johnny, Iron Wolf can sit in the other ones. Whoever's available at the time. The four of us will have to work together to bust POIs. I know, it's never going to work, is it? There will be betrayal. Laney's involved, there's definitely going to be betrayal. I can just hear her now. Outrageous! Oh dear. Calling no one, Laney. Chaos and the Headache, part 2. Right, so... Ugh. So small inside. Hope they love sitting on each other's lap. Yeah, it's not a big boat inside. It is cozy. It's room around the edges for more generators and fuel tanks and stuff. I've left some sort of spacing in there. I'm sort of wondering about whether to bring the landing gears down just so we can add a little bit of extra shaping on the bottom here, because otherwise it's just going to end up flat. Like, you know. I don't want to reduce the amount of bottom armor. I'd rather have more, especially on the bottom. Yeah. Especially bottom armor. So I might like have that one. He's got a real problem about being on the center there, isn't it? Be better to have these landing gears 4x4 kind of thing, you know? Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe carry this down a block. Whoa. What have I done? Oh yeah. That just needs to be there. And then the landing gear goes page down. There, like that. Same back here. Yeah, very close together. Are they? It's crazy. That is a 3-block space, but it's kind of like... It's so weird when this thing unfolds, though. We would need to go... We need to go, like, there anyway. That would work. But then, you know, the whole point of these landing gears is it gives the bottom, the belly, a bit of shape, so, you know. Distribute these downward thrusters. Hold the phone, hang on. Are you now disconnected from your brothers? Nope, you're connected via that one. That's fine then. Bit of thruster redistribution. And we can have some nice blocks over those. That's not going to work. I need a very particular flat landing pad for this, I think. Okay. Something I need to figure out now where to put the core. Should have thought of this a long time ago, actually. I believe I'm already just sort of coming up with it now. That's really bad. Let's get rid of a bunch of stuff here, because we need a core. And we need extensions to, I assume, tier 3. And core present, of course. So... somewhere for this all to go. Ammo box is there in the center. It's an interesting point about Artemis's builds. Made me think about the positioning of core items. Well, cores in general in this case. That placing them behind all the important stuff means that the ship, all the important stuff gets blown up before the ship is disabled, and essentially whatever's destroying the ship continues to shoot at it. If you place the core actually towards the front of the ship before all the important stuff, then your ship gets cored and stuff stops shooting at it way sooner, which means you could potentially go back, pop a core in, and have a lot less to repair and replace. I thought that was actually pretty bloody clever, which, you know, is par for the course for a lot of Artemis's builds, really. But that kind of stuck with me, so I'm going to stick the core there. Now I'm going to put the expensive stuff out of the way at the back. So we'll, for example, put that there. That's probably going to stick a second one over here, isn't it? Oh, good. And we're going to stick these guys back here. Why can't I put another one? Oh, right, yeah, because symmetry. Duh. There we go. Yeah, I thought that was really clever. So let's stick a nice little space at the front here for detector and that. Block there. Okay. I mean, the detector and stuff not expensive. Put them somewhere else, I guess. But I want to kind of leave this space for more generators and stuff if we need them. But yeah. There we go. Put some extra decorations on this thing. Why put the T2 core? What? 3,000 over CPU. Ah, damn it. 3,000 over. Why put the T2 core? I don't understand the question. You need to in order to unlock tier 3. The shield takes 16,000. Steel blocks add up to only 800, so the jet 2 thrusters are 5,000. Minigun turrets, yeah. See, if I take these two off here, then we're fine. There's still 1,000 over. Oh crap! That's after I took the constructor out as well. Oh my god! Warp drive, thrusters. Container extensions are 1,995, but it's 1,000 over, so removing a bunch of container extensions isn't going to help me. It's going to have to be a bit of everything, isn't it? Trim this down to just tier 3. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll take those two out. There we go, that's the tier 3. Right. Let me just block this off a second. So yeah, we got a space there for another gap. I'll put a little thing in there for the time being, just as a kind of placeholder. You know what? You're absolutely right, Johnny. Why pick on Lainey? She isn't here to defend herself. Instead, let's all pick on Johnny. Johnny is here. Johnny says, "Bring it." Well, fight, fight, fight. These things are massive. It's so big. But like that. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. They're just things. Things and stuff. Like those things. What are these things? Where do we put these on our ship? Who knows? The ship has landed. Landed on its landing pads, and it's not falling backwards or forwards, so there's good news. Mo pipes. Mo pipes. We could do some pipes. We could do some pipes. Yeah. Definitely do some pipes. I've lost where it is though. Oh, it is in one of these, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's in here all along. There it is. Bit of connectivity between the landing pads after all. Can't go wrong. It's real difficult to work on this now, isn't it? Now that it's sort of sunk underground. Little ventilation there for the warp drive? Maybe not. What do you guys think? Little ventilation? Bit of nostrils. Nostrils on nostrils. Shoot my warp drive, please. I needed a front scoop. A power scoop. I thought it copied the settings. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have turned symmetry off. 2 seconds, 25%. Need a delay. Do you ever give the side gunners seizures? I don't know. You got shooting to do. Port is red, starboard is green. Ah, Christ, we got that around the wrong way. Port is red, starboard is green. Thank you. Pink. Yeah, you guys are on it. Sorry, I got mixed up. Thank you. Not there though. We have one center underneath. Here we go. You guys are on it. No, I appreciate it. Because you knew what I was trying to do. I just got it around the wrong way. Right. Okay. So do we just check something before we go any further? Let's just get rid of a bunch of stuff. I do have some pentaxid on me. Sweet. Need like all of it in there. That's crazy amount. A bit in there, that would do. And then charge the shields. Gotta make sure the generators are okay. 59% charging shields. And then all the thrusters, and we're hitting around about 60% while the shields are charging. Okay, not bad. Doable. Yeah, about 68% while shields are charging and 1G gravity. Oh, that is a that is limited visibility right there. That is. I think I hit something. It's a submarine now. Okay, seems to hold its own weight well enough. Stats wise, what are we looking at? Okay, 47 degrees roll, 62 yaw, 70 pitch. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Acceleration of 108 meters a second. Forwards and backwards. 22 left, 35 lift. 35 meters a second lift. 27 meters a second down. That is pretty instantaneously full speed. This is no cargo, no ammunition loaded, so you can expect those stats to suffer in higher Gs and with actual cargo on board. And that pitch is down very easily, but not up very easily. Weird. Pitch down real quick, pitch up really slow. I think maybe if I redistribute those down thrusters. Or is it the up? I don't know. This is what confuses me still. Still, after as many hours as I've built, I'm not sure whether it's the up or the down thrusters. Because I've got the down thrusters giving lift are kind of grouped in fours. The ones pushing down are spread out. I don't know. I'm sort of like, well, would they be bad? Would they be better at the front and the back rather than split like that? Let's have a little look. See how much CPU we got to play with. Not a lot. About 200. Okay. Let me get some medium thrusters up in here. Mediums. Let's take these puppers off. And redistribute those guys. So how much room have I got in here? Have I got 2 blocks of room? I've only got 1 block room there unless I go where my deco is. Which is fine, I can go there. Go there. No, can't go there. There. Oh, Christ, what did I just delete? Down thrusters there, and then put the other 2 there. So we've got 8 down. It's probably going to take me over CPU. Nope, right on the edge of it. I like that. Big fans. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, does that give me better control of the pitch, I wonder? Pitch is now 68, so it's reduced the amount of pitch, which is interesting. Now in theory, that should have actually improved it, but it has actually made the up pitch a little bit better, by the feel of it, at least anyway. I don't think I'm imagining it. Oh, he's alright. Oh, it's quite nicely. Roll's a little sluggish, but it's good enough. But the idea then, if you can upgrade this to tier 4, you can get obviously more turrets on it. Bigger, badder guns instead of just 4 GATs. Plasmas or whatever. There's room in the nose for more stuff. I mean, you know, how much space you've got until you hit the warp drive. So there we go. Vanilla RCS provides increase slightly. Well, I think the chat has decided on Mandible for the name there, Johnny. But I mean, you know, keep throwing suggestions out there. You can sway them. Always happy to hear name suggestions. I went with I published this thing, by the way. I think I called it the Night Lancer on the stream, and then Saner Minds prevailed. What did I call it? I can't remember now. It's a CX number. Basically, any ship that's outside of a theme. This is CX Raven. Yeah, CX3 Raven. There we go. This is black, and it's got a beak. Hello. Thank you, Tooltip. That's on the workshop now, by the way. Because this could quite happily sit in the Scavenger Alliance colour scheme. Whoopee. Carnis Mandible. We give the arc reference, but I like Mantis for that. I've got a Mantis. I can't use a Mantis again. Dung Beetle. Thanks, mate. Due to the weight of the warp drive at the front, so it's pitching down quick due to that, but sluggish pushing back up, countering it. That might be a good shout, Bradley. The warp drive is a chunky monkey. You might be onto something there. I didn't consider that. We can check with the debug show structure. No, center of mass. That's not bad. Look at that center of mass. That is not bad. Because all the cargo is sort of here. Then you've got these big fat engines at the back here. Then you've got a big heavy warp drive at the front. Shield array is right there. That's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit forward, yeah, but it's okay. Alright, cool. Arachnid. What was that movie, Snowpiercer? Maybe Void Piercer. It's with all the beetles. It was originally like it's supposed to be a warthog kind of look, you know. Pumbaa. We can call it Pumbaa. A Wimba-way. A Wimba-way. Monetized. A Wimba-way. Right, hang on. Let me get him out of God mode here a second. No. Oh yeah. Creative mode jetpacks are infinite. I was just wanted to see if I could jetpack on top of it comfortably enough to get into the hatch. Move around. Right, I've got some sculpting to do in here though, that's for sure. Right. Sculpting a clock. First of all. Okay, so it does. I'm out of God mode at the moment, so you can definitely get in, and it chucks you out the side at the back there. So you get in and out, that's fine. You gotta be careful with the cockpits like that, because they can glitch you into oblivion if they're having a particularly bad day. So something to watch out for. would like to keep a place for a constructor in here, and there's plenty of room here to have constructors or extra boxes and things like that, so we will do that. I just need to decide what is cabin space and what is not. Obviously you've got fuel tanks and stuff exposed here, which is always fun. Fun reminder of your vulnerability for everybody inside. In Berlin. Sardine. I've already got a Scarab, I think, as well. Scarab 2 fighter. Well, this is going back some. I have to do a little series of builds, reviving old builds of mine, you know. This is before I even started texturing things. Poof! Now there's a bird. Oh boy. If you're ever worried about, like, whether whether you can, if you're ever worried about your builds, right? This is the Mantis, by the way, for those of you curious. There's a HV carrier. You can probably see why I called it Mantis now. Yeah, if you're ever worried about your, you know, your build skills, we all start somewhere, okay? A mighty seagull. There you go, see, Owen. Don't worry about you starting if you're new to building or you've not got that many hours, and your builds are coming out looking like that. Don't worry about it. Keep going, and you'll be fine. Before long, you'll be producing things like the old Mantis here, which, you know, I think look pretty cool. Very unique. Very unique and funky. So that was the Scarab. Let's name it the Moth. Oh dear. That looks better than the turd I conceived yesterday. The whole idea with this one was a peekaboo ship. So yeah, the high up mounted weapon pods. You could peekaboo over and flat their railguns as a sniper, basically. Yeah, just that's. I suppose I could call it, because that's the Scarab 2. What was my Scarab 1? That's not even mine. That's something else. You can go Scarab base. Look at that thing. That's cool. Scarab 2. I don't know what happened to Scarab 1. I think Scarab 1 was an aborted, hideous thing. I'd call it the Scarab 3, because I do like the name Scarab. I think, you know, it does look a little scaraby with its little pincers and stuff, so... if that's the popular choice in the chat, we can go with that. But yeah, that was... Stay of it. Anyway. Don't forget to be kind on your past self. You don't know what you were doing. Yeah, whatever it was, you shouldn't have been doing it. Okie dokie. There's a nice space there for a constructor. There's 3 along there. Work. I've got a fridge. I don't. Need a fridge. Fridge. Not a huge amount you can squeeze into an SV, really. 2 constructors is probably too much. Is that? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, can we put that on its side? Or on its... Yeah, that's alright. There we go, we've got fridge, armor locker, fuel O2, 2 6,000 KSU standard controllers and a 2,600 ammo controller and a fridge. Probably get, maybe if we get a couple of, I don't know if this is going to probably take us over CPU though, this is the only problem. CPU, that fridge took us over CPU, but we're still 100%, so it's okay. How much are these things, CPU-wise? 30. I just want somewhere to store, like, small arms, you know? You're looting little guns and stuff like that. They take up an entire slot. They don't take up a huge amount of CPU. How many blocks is 30 CPU? Doesn't have CPU on it. 900. It's one. I need to change. Wait, steel and carbon composite is 1 CPU. Oh, wow. Why the frick of walkway is CPU? Come on, man. Reduce some of the container extension size in order to get a couple of cargo boxes in here, basically. The only way I think you could do it. Trying to find if there is a way I can install a hatch so that you can access this area for upgrades and stuff, but I don't think there is really. The hell did that go? Best way to be take these thrusters out, and then you got access to this whole area. Both sides. At least then you don't have to worry about retexturing it. Okay. I think we'll leave that for now. It could be one of the tier 4 upgrades. That's a really good way of using channel points. Very good. Posture check. Thank you, guys. Hydration check as well. Okay. I think we're ready for a texture gun. That's right. You think we've finished? Oh, not even close. No, 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 no. Right, so if we're going to do this in the style of the Scavenger Alliance, let's bring in the buzzard here as our source material. Oh, it's nippy, isn't it? Right, so the great thing about bringing this in, right, is we've got the color palette here. This is the main color that we're after, this one down here, right? So we can configure, we can copy that, and then we can go to this one, and apparently it was the dark green that I manipulated there, and I just paste it in, and then we got, we can get rid of the pinks, and we can use the pinks as a way to get our grayscale. And there we go. The only other thing I think the buzzard has is... No, maybe not. Actually, I think that's the levy. Or maybe one of the other ones. There we go, okay. So, we could do a base coat of little harsh metal. Do a replace on that. And there's our base coat. Looks horrible.
Lovely.
Hey, Lego Gaming, thank you very much for the $5 there. Just let Laney paint it, I'm sure it'll be fine. You know what will happen. You know what will happen. We all know what will happen. Wait, wasn't there a... Oh, it was that brown anyway, which is the default brown anyway. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So it's the glowies are kind of that light kind of brown color. Alright, cool. So, we got our base coat. Let's get a symmetry mode going. Okie dokie. Way of warp drying working for you. Messing up that bloody symmetry mode. Gosh, symmetry mode. You gotta at least try symmetry mode. Come on. You gotta at least try a little bit. you know? It's difficult to decide, like, between what to use the harsh textures on and what to use kind of more plain, gentler textures on. It's really difficult. I've always sort of found it quite a challenge with the Scavenger Alliance because I want their ships to look kind of rough and ready, you know? But at the same time, there's hull shaping here that's just kind of so smooth and manufactured that it wouldn't make sense for it to be rough and ready, but it's difficult to kind of get these ones, for instance, to line up properly, and they look kind of all over the shop sometimes. Yeah. Bit of a nightmare, or it can be, at least anyway. To be honest, I think that looks better than perhaps the smooth tecular faction. You're going to try and line this stuff up as best you can. You don't have to. It's completely just my attention to my level of detail kicking in. But yeah. It's difficult then, what bits do you make kind of the different colour, the accent colour? Now, most of the ship here is kind of like the blue, and then you got black where there's kind of sort of struts and stuff. So in that, my mind, that would mean that the black areas are a little bit more textured. So like these bits here could be plating. Should have just done full block. Take that one there, just do full block. Get the inside and the out. There you go. There you go. And then inside that plating is a little bit more kind of textured, I guess. Bit of glowy. So it almost looks like those things are kind of strapped to the hull. They're not actually naturally part of it, because they're a different colour, different texture. Something along those lines. The thin inner faces of weapons bay dark red luminous. Red is an interesting one because it's not part of the standard palette, although he says I've got little flecks of red. Red can be a real big kind of impact on things, really, especially in a theme where, well done, symmetry mode, good job, it doesn't really feature heavily. That really stands out, which can be really good, really bad. It can have a negative, it can have the reverse impact that you want sometimes. It's a tricky balance. So what I'm going to do is, I don't quite like that, so I'm just going to re-neutralize that back down again twice, because symmetry mode. What I will do is I'll make this one red, and the ends like that, except it's got a white. I know, there you go. A little red, minimalist red. So we've got a kind of like this growth of a turret mount there. We've also got this thruster housing here, which I think we can do in the darker colours, and that will it will make those sections sort of stand out more. More opportunities for glowies, and these little thin blocks here, and this section here. Gonna truss texture. Oops. Hitboxes on those friggin' things always catch me out. Okay, so I've done that a separate colour as well, so it looks like it's, again, bolted on kind of thing, you know? I'm going to do these thrusters in dark as well. Let's see if I can change that. Something a little. There we go. Not gonna work, is it? That could work, but it's facing the wrong way. Part of me wants to do this entire thing here in the darker colour. I think that works quite nicely. Okay, so I'm going to vary the base texture up a little bit on the top here. Call it the bounty. Found caution stripes for weapon bay endings. Edging. Yeah, that's a really nice touch. Like that bit there can have some caution stripes on it. Really kind of adds a little whack of colour. Yeah, it's nice. It's good. We'll get to symbol work and stuff like that in a little while. I'm going to change the base texture of this top section to the less kind of... I don't know what to call it. Less liney one? the less liney texture. It's smoother. Quite as, like... arg. Quite as arg. Again, this is going to zone the ship off a little bit. Around these corners, I'm going to remove the liney texture a bit. Just because that texture, like most textures, just doesn't do corners very well. At all. We've got the bottom half to deal with as well. Name choices currently: Corpse, Reaver, Warhog, Scarab, Mandible, Pumbaa, The Bounty, Dung Beetle, Bacon Bus, Myrmicea, Bullet, and Ungrouted Texture. Ungrouted texture is... Right, I got you. Now it looks like a small fighter merged into a bigger base. What? Well, hang on a minute. I'm not done yet. Where's the thing I'm looking for? There it is. Right. Oh, hi. Hey, Shmi, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome along. Blade Medic as well, thank you. Welcome along. Fratcher, thanks for the sub. Welcome along. Chartranars, dude, thank you very much for the 4 months the 6 month resub. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you for coming back. Soridar as well, 2 hours ago. Sorry, mate. Thank you for 13 months resub. Polyphus as well, 10 months resub. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Mistreaky, 6 months resub. That was all like 2 hours ago. I'm sorry, I suck. I'll try and get better. I promise. So it doesn't help when when Twitch decides not to let me know that these things are happening. You know. So apologies for that. Yeah, look at see. It's the sort of nonsense that happens. That's the nonsense that happens. And then random, like, rotations like that one. This bit here is slightly irritating, so, you know, I'll just kill that off a little bit. There we go. Come on. Behave yourself. Quick texture around the engine bay. And you get any gaps down the sides. At least then they look a little textured. wondering about realigning this glass so it's kind of on this side rather than the inside. But then, either way, there's going to be a gap, and I think it's not really. I didn't really notice it while I was flying around. So as long as I think if I darken this whole area and just like black it out as much as possible, then hopefully it won't be so noticeable. I did it in the shade, you know. For an update on the name suggestions, type lose name suggestions in chat. I like that. If it goes to the hammerhead, call it bonehead. That red is hurting my eyes. Hey, can you tell me the zombie naming mod for 7 Days to Die that was made for you? Sorry, asking on an EGS. It was a custom one. It was made by Kravac. I mean, you know, I don't think it's downloadable. I heard or I saw some people talking about the Darkness Falls mod. He's got like a list of all the little modlets that he uses, and one of them is like the health bars and zombie names mod. So you look into that, and I think you can download it separately from Darkness Falls. But that's all I know, I'm afraid. I wish we had text-to-speech on Twitch so we can text-speech Spanj important things using channel points. Alright, my channel points suck. Alright. Dark ring around the butt. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Name choices currently: Corpse, Reaver, Warhog, Scarab, Mandible, Pumbaa, The Bounty, Dung Beetle, Bacon Bus, Mimresia, Bullet Ant, Ungrounded Texture, Marauder, HMS Bedlam, The Crawfish, Bonehead, The Ruckus Raider. I like this. This is a great service you're doing there, Loser. Appreciate it. Johnny, you can set it up for 500 channel points. Old followers will have the most points, and it can only be available on Twitch. Yep. You could go into those files and change the names to whatever you want. You can, yeah, you can go into the XML. I don't know how he's done it. He's gone into the XML files and, you know, he's modded stuff. that's basically all you're getting from me. I'm sorry. That's pretty much it, folks. Yep. I don't know how he's done it. Yeah. All the best. All the best. Good luck. Yeah, I don't know. Is that me, or is that thruster brightness up real high? Detail, detail, detail. Oh, the frickin' detail. So you guys don't have to, you see? Oh, is there a problem with this red on the back there, is it? That bad? I thought it was quite a nice little flicker of red. Like little tail lights. The space stick. The Pizzera. The Krabby Patty. What? Looks like a Gamera. Well-armed Scrab. Brilliant. The King's Decree. Yeah. It will improve channel points. It will, it will, it will. It'll be a thing. There'll be a thing. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Oh my lord. That part is so smooth. Smooth butt. SAS smooth butt. Alright. Bit of symbol work then, okay. So one of the suggestions was very nice. A little bit of hazarding. The gun ports there. Fantastic. Very good, very good. Another one in there, little injections of colour. Beautiful. Get a little just get a little bit there. Bit of space down here as well, look. Extend the container extensions in there. There you go, it puts it on all three sides. Like, no, clearly not. Clearly not what I was trying to do. Good old symmetry mode. Just in case you weren't sure which way was the full front, yeah. Wow. Oh, it is the same on both sides. Kinda cool. That's a landing gear. That's not going to work on a landing gear. Yep, yep. Just trying to see little places that could maybe have a little bit of extra detail added in. There's no, like, I don't know, there's, for me at least, there isn't like a particular block type that I put this stuff on or anything like that. It's just where it looks a little bit plain, I don't know, try and add a little something. A little dot here, a little colon there. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. But it does seem to like add a little something to these to the mix, I think, doesn't it? I don't know what it is. But yeah. It's kind of fun. It's a fun little thing to do. It's just add a little bit of symbol work here and there. Line here, line there. Look at that, you know, just simple. Pretty much the outside done. We can get started on the interior now. It's probably easier to work without symmetry mode on here. It's just far less distracting. So the interior is going to be a little bit difficult because we got a lot of container extensions in here. So the floor is going to be basic. Not really much we can do with container extensions, texture-wise. I wish I was like, I had a little bit more kind of patience for things like LCDs, because I feel like this is quite a good bridge or like cockpit area to have some LCDs in it. You've got a lot of passengers capacity and stuff it would do pretty well, I think, with the LCD world. Just need like just need Salu's decor to do my LCDs for me. Salu's decor, please fix. Please. I don't want a LCD. Yeah. If I sulk loudly enough, do you think he'll hear me? Matter. Nearly there, guys. Nearly there. I'm not ignoring you. I just want to get this done. What part I've changed that color? Don't you understand? Oh, right. I see. Just, okay, that's the color that it comes in. Yeah. No, that's beautiful. Yeah, I like that though. That's actually pretty cool. I think it's pretty sweet. You. Bingo. Here we go. Wasn't too bad, was it? I think you hit that left passenger seat, that spray along that side. Yeah, the passenger seat got sprayed. Fine. Don't worry about it. Oh my god. Leave it up. What is with that? Changes colour based on what? What? Depending on what face it's on. That is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Well, okay then. Right, we need a little light in here, don't we? Like a little mood lighting and a little bit of signals. Where the frickin' hell am I going to stick this? And then a motion sensor as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh god. No. No blinky. No blinky. The hell are those signal logics I just saw? Radar disk, explode radar, blast base. What? Must be some weird POI stuff going on in here. I don't know what that is. Okay. Textured interior, textured exterior. Dark butthole. Somebody else can LCD for me. Spanj is sus. Why am I sus? Spanj, you should give LCDs a try. They're not that difficult. No, I know they're not difficult. They're just extremely time-consuming. They're extremely time-consuming. I'm sticking with that. There you go. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Right. I wouldn't know what to do here anyway. I just borrow a bunch of Seleucicals, LCDs, and just try and paste them in place. They're not really kind of like stream material. I don't know. I think this is pretty good. It is cozy in here, isn't it? Hope nobody farts. Die, plant! Die! Yeah. I was tempted to, like, so much limited visibility in the front there, isn't there? I was tempted to be like, add an extra window there, but I don't know, I think that would be like maybe opening it up a little bit too much. Finished. Call this little bit Blighted's pee-pee. Alright. So, a loser has been counting all the names. Ballsack. What are the final names? Here we go then. Corpse Reaver, Warhog, Scarab, Mandible, Pumbaa, The Bounty, Dung Beetle, Bacon Bus, Myrmicea, Bullet Ant, Ungrouted Texture, Marauder, HMS Bedlam, The Crawfish, Bonehead, The Ruckus Raider, The King's Decree, Mantis, and The Space Tick, and Kabutamushi. Okay, so I'm discounting Myrmicea and Kabutamushi just because they're really difficult to pronounce. Okay, so for me it's between Scarab, Mandible, Warhog. I quite like Warhog. Do a poll. No, I can't do a poll, actual rig, because it will end up with a stupid name. Alright, it'll be like Boaty McBoatface all over again. I quite like Warhog. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, and it fits with the SAS naming stuff. Like Groundhog. Flat Earther. Everything's a little bit kind of... a bit more fun. Warthog. Groundhog, and then Warhog. Warthog and Warhog are a bit similar though, aren't they? Battlehog. Battletoad. Okay. SV face. Spanj, I could do a poll. The names already given that have been tallied. Alright, Draconis, could you do a poll then between Scarab, Mandible, and Warhog? The Executioner Wasp. As if you imagine this wasp just running around with a big axe. Is that possible, Draconius? Can you do? Yeah, I don't know. Is that something you're doing on Stream Elements, or is that native to Twitch? God, I'm such a noob. Noob. Current poll. Ship name per Spanj. I see it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Well done, Draconis. I like that. That's all. That's just on Twitch, isn't it? Sucks to be you, YouTubers. Just call it Bob. Says Jeff. Nice. Oh, how long do we run the poll for? Okay. Well, I run the poll for as long as I like, I guess. Poll has started. The badger. Get over here, YouTubers. Toe Jam. War Dog. Badge, you called it. Name, not ship name. I missed it. Oh, right. Yeah. You know, with a color scheme, I could see Badger. Looks like a snake head. I mean, you guys got some imagination. The Betty White. Oh, rip. Etruria. Etruria sounds like a urine tract infection. I don't know. Warhog, not Warthog. Yeah, but I don't know what I mean. Warthog, I've got the bullet ant. Alright, hang on. We'll give the poll one more minute. One more minute. And then we will see the Battletoad. See, I quite like the Battletoad. I always like the Battletoad. Battletoad. Right, so we've got... Naming things is getting harder and harder because I've got a badger. Here's a little badger, look. Badger's great. It's this tiny little HV. I think I did a tutorial video on how to build a HV with this thing. The badger. I've got a scarab, but I can quite happily go with another scarab. I'll just call it a scarab 3 or something. Because this thing I don't think is even published anyway, so... It's just a piece of garbage. May as well just delete it. I haven't got anything called the Mandible, and I've got a Warthog. We all know that is bloody big CV. The asymmetrical battleship that I did a while ago. I haven't even used that, like, in a battle. In survival, I mean. So, Warhog and Warthog are very similar. Okay. Draconian set it for 2 minutes. Alright. Right, the poll is done. Poll is done. The results are in. I'm quite surprised. First of all, it is a Scavenger Alliance vessel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the SAS Mandible. Mandible. The Mandible. There we go. 40,000 tier 3 CPU. Wee little gunship. Warp drives, shields, engines, upgrade ability, tier 4 ability, add extra gunnage, add extra gunnage. Shit, add extra gunnage. There's so much you could do. Turrets. Nice! Right. Freaking coup. Q. That was alright, wasn't it? The SAS Mandible. Mandiblated. The unofficial name registry were provided to you by A. Luce. We thank you for your contribution. You join us again to name a Spanj ship. I love that. So good. Thank you, loser. Much appreciated for your service today. You deserve many cookies. You definitely deserve many cookies. Okay, so this is going to be on the workshop very, very soon. After stream, probably tomorrow now, to be honest. I will take a number of pictures and stuff like that and get that uploaded onto the workshop. What is going on in the bottom right corner? Look at that. That is so weird. Is that coming through on stream? I'm sure it is. Weird green glitchiness. Anyway. Yeah, I'll take lots of pictures and get that uploaded to the workshop. And then I'll let you know in the Builders Corner channel on my Discord when it's up there. Otherwise, you can just follow me on my Steam Workshop. And it will appear very, very soon. I'm quite happy with that. I think it turned out alright. Our first Scavenger Alliance ship for a while. Not bad, next to the Buzzard. The Buzzard with its 6 rocket launchers. Looking absolute dope skis. I think they go well, quite well together, actually. Look at that. Yeah, boy. Nice. Very nice. Two very, very different ships. To be fair, like the never mind. The Buzzard has got a passenger seat in there. Just the one though. Could add another one there. Take those blocks out. Could add another one. But yeah. Much smaller in the interior, I suppose. But anyway, there we go. Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we got time to go and mess around on the server and set up the Leviathan and stuff. I'll have to do that another time. Because that has actually taken a bit longer than I thought it would. But there we go. We managed to get a decent ship out of it. So thank you very much for joining me today and helping me out today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Can the Buzzard lift the mandible? Let's find out. Let's do a little shenanigans, actually. Shenanigans before the end of the stream. Can the Buzzard lift the mandible? Not with any fuel in it, it can't. Yes. Easy, mate. Easy. It flies really well. What about the other way around? Is the big question. It's the other way around. Anyway. I think they could both lift each other mutually. Hello. A mutual lifting agreement between the two of them. Yeah. There you go. Mandible and the Buzzard. Like Turner and Hooch. Like a crime-fighting SV team. Yes. There we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me today. I wanted to say thank you as well for all the very kind donations today. Big shout out to Leggett, Pulsguard as well, Red-Eyed Sniper, of course. As always, you dudes are amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you as well for all the resubs as well. You guys are awesome. All the subs, all the follows, everything in between. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to A-Loser as well for just consolidating names and stuff like that as an absolute boss. Draconis for modding and setting up the poll. I had just you guys as well, all of you, for joining in and being part of the stream. Even if you've just spent it lurking, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I won't be back on Friday. On Friday, I am in London, so won't be around at all that weekend. But I've got episodes lined up to Friday, so I'll see you guys over on YouTube. Have a wonderful week and weekend, and I will see you guys Monday for the next stream. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Cheers again. Take care. Bye-bye.